Hello, friends. It's A Game of No Halves, the podcast where me, Miles, and my dad, Bob, explore the crazy and wonderful world he's invented of a fictitious football team called North London FC. Bob, hello.
Hello. Yes, we have blanket coverage of the...
exclusive TV rights, or at least broadcasting rights with a radio partner, I suppose.
Blanket coverage.
This is a reference to a joke from the last episode.
Yes.
Guys, I'm going to go back and listen to that. Anyway, welcome, Father. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Yeah, been very good, actually.
Yeah.
I've just actually been over at, sitting at the PC in my studio.
Yes.
Just going back over some of the old stats and figures and everything. I just love doing that.
Fantastic.
So we're all set up for a great episode today.
It's going to be great, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we left last episode. We're in the midst of the 2009 to 2010 season right now.
We are, yeah.
And where we left off last time, Bob, is North London was second in the table behind Chelsea by 3 points, but you have 3 games in hand, which we deduced was possibly just because you hadn't had time to play the games.
I'd been too busy to kick the ball around the house.
Which I think is quite frankly outrageous, and you need to think about your commitment to this club.
Yeah. Yes, I got distracted. Yeah.
And then in the Champions League, where were we with that as well?
So, we're in the last 16.
Okay.
And we're playing Stuttgart.
From Germany.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever played them before.
No. Have you ever been to Germany?
I've been to Germany, yes, I have.
Have you been to Hamburg?
I've been to Munich.
Okay, fine.
I was in Munich with the Rolling Stones.
I was going to say, there must be some sort of story behind something.
Yeah, I interviewed Mick and Keith in a lovely market square somewhere in the centre of Munich. I remember we had a film crew out, we had people around us, and it was just great fun. It was on one of their European tours.
Love it.
Around the time, not far off the time that Exile on Main Street came out. So it would have been 72, 3, that sort of time.
And was Munich nice?
It was lovely, very civilized, and I loved it there, actually. Yeah.
I was in Munich for a matter of hours recently for snowbombing, because that's the airport that we flew to then drive to Meyerhofen in Austria. And I'm going to be back in Germany, Bob.
Are you?
I don't know if you know this, in just over a week, because I am going out to cover the Bundesliga trophy lift on film.
Trophy lift?
So when Bayer Leverkusen lift the trophy.
Are you?
In their final home game of the season, I will be there.
They're still unbeaten,
shooting it
aren't they?
on film. They're
As
still
we
unbeaten.
speak, they're still unbeaten.
Yeah, I know. It's the last game as well. So we're recording this a week behind our schedule, so this might have changed by now. But the last game they played, Bob.
Yes.
Have you seen the stats about the amount of
number of goals they've scored?
86 minute onwards. It's like 20 this season. And the last game, it was the 96th minute. They were 2-1 down. It was literally the last 10 seconds. And everyone was like, well, that's it. It's over. And they get a free kick and it gets played in. And like randomly one of the centre backs who barely ever scores just gets an equaliser. It's amazing. It is like a cinema script.
I love it so much
it's
because
incredible.
It's their first massive season.
Yeah.
And look what's happening to them.
I know.
I think Xavi Alonso he's proving to be, and one of the reasons that he's proving to be so fantastic is the fact that it's very, very clear that he wants to involve everyone behind the scenes in all the celebrations and everything. He's got this team spirit
He's
going,
great,
isn't he?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How about this, Bob? This is a random coincidence. The last game, that last minute equaliser, was against Stuttgart.
Hey!
What about it?
Oh, that's great.
How cool is that? So I was slightly overestimating it. They've scored 17 goals in the 89th minute or later this season. How incredible is that?
That's Fergie time, isn't it?
It's just amazing. Well, it's Xavi time,
yeah.
Really. I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. I love the story.
I do.
Bayern never losing continues.
Bayern never losing.
Yeah, exactly. So all very good. So Bob, I know that we've been introducing the Premier League goal scorers quiz in the last 2 weeks, which if you're listening for the first time, you haven't heard it before, basically what we do
I'm
is...
getting roasted.
It is a bit of a thumping so far, but we take turns picking a Premier League player, and then we have to try and guess exactly how many goals they've scored in the Premier League. Whoever gets closest gets a point, and if you get it bang on, you get 3 points. Nobody's got it bang on yet, but I've been 1 goal off about 5 times.
Yes.
So,
and we've had, 3 rounds so far?
Yes, and it's 3-0 to me.
I mean...
We play a best of 5 each episode. So I figure, why not start today's episode, Bob, with a Premier League goals quiz?
Go on.
I'm in the ascendancy, so I'll hand the baton over to you. Choose a player to start us off with.
No, you choose a player to start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you go.
All right. Well, so last episode we had Jimmy Bullard, didn't we? Which was a funny shout.
We did.
So we could go along that same sort of vein, and somebody that I hear all the time on TalkSport, and he's everywhere at the moment, isn't he? Danny Murphy. What about that?
Danny Murphy.
Because I think they must have played in the Fulham team at about the same sort of time, I reckon. Anyway, so Danny Murphy.
And he played for Liverpool.
He did play for Liverpool. Did he play for Spurs for a bit as well, I think, possibly?
Don't know.
Anyway, so how many Premier League goals do you think Danny Murphy scored? If you're listening or watching at home, play along with us. We'll give you some time. Danny Murphy, how many Premier League goals do you think he got in his whole career?
Because he took free kicks as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he took some free kicks.
Yes,
I seem to remember he
did.
scored an absolute banger of a free kick against United, possibly.
Yeah.
At Old Trafford.
I'm going to, oh my goodness.
But did he score that
every single
many?
time? I have to say, if you've not joined us before, every single time I pitch quite high.
Yes.
And Miles pitches lower, and it's always lower.
Well, not always. There was one last episode. Gilberto Silva last episode.
Oh, that's right. It was the only one I got right.
You said high.
But it's
and you were
because
right.
I pitched low. So, Danny Murphy.
how many
Okay,
goals?
well, let's have a think about it. And
Well, we'll come back to it, shall we?
shall we? What do you think?
Yeah, okay.
Or shall we just pitch in? Okay, I'm going to go 31.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually, because, I mean, he had a long career. 31 is in the right ballpark, I would say. Danny Murphy, 31. Yeah, I can't, I mean, I think I'll stick to form and maybe go lower than you, but I don't think it's that far off. So if you're playing at home, get your guesses in now and see if you can beat either of us.
Yeah.
You're saying 31.
Yes.
I'm going to say 27. I'm going to go quite close to you.
Okay, let's have a look.
Right, we're on PremierLeague.com. I'm searching Danny Murphy. Danny Murphy, through his career in the Premier League, scored 50 goals. Wow. So there you go. That's one point to you.
So I'm the
You've
closest,
taken
so
the
I
lead.
get a point.
50.
I take an early lead. I think this is the first.
I was
Miles.
not expecting it to be that much. 50 goals. Well, fair play.
Well, he did. He scored a lot via free kicks.
417 appearances, 50 goals, 55 assists.
Wow.
He never scored more than 6 in a single season, but it was just his longevity, I guess, because his first season was 97-98.
Yeah.
And he played all the way up to 2011-2012.
Yes.
He did play for Spurs for a bit, and Charlton, Liverpool, and
Well,
Fulham.
on the subject of longevity, why don't we say then for our next one that we choose James Milner?
Milner. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Are you going to go in straight away with a Milner right now, or should we save it?
Yeah, we'll save it.
All right, well, for the listeners, ponder that at home.
Yeah.
How many Premier League goals has James Milner
Don't look
scored?
it up. Don't Google it.
Yeah.
We don't.
No. We're
very random.
We definitely don't cheat. So James Milner's going to be the next one. Okay. Well, in which case, let's get into the action then, Bob.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, as things stand, the turn of the year. So we're going into the year 2010.
That is quite a coincidence, isn't it?
Stuttgart, I know.
Yeah.
2010.
Well, I wonder if I'll get a late goal against them.
Well, we'll have to find out, won't we? In the league, though, the first game of 2010 is against Aston Villa away, and it's a 0-0 draw. There have been quite a few of these 0-0 draws this season.
In fact, if anything, you can pick out one characteristic that holds back rampant Premier League, running away with it trophies.
Yeah.
The number of draws each
Draws,
season.
You do get
I
quite a
don't
few
get
draws.
beaten a lot, but I do draw too many matches.
Yeah, so there's another one there.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have those 3 games in hand, so I don't think it's going to matter too much as long as you win your next couple.
Yeah.
Birmingham City at home.
Yeah.
5-0. So you're back to form.
That's
Torres
right.
with 2, Villa with 1, Riquelme with 1, my brother Dylan with 1 as well.
Yes.
Villa brilliant in best performance of the season, Bob says in his notes back in 2010. And then away at Burnley.
Yeah.
It's a 2-1 loss. That is a
Away
damaging
at
defeat.
Burnley. Was I rotating the players?
Well, so here's the thing. It's actually quite a nice little segue right now because it was a 2-1 loss. Your goal was an own goal, by the way.
Was it?
First Premiership defeat, 4th of the season so far in all competitions. Now, this ties in nicely because this would have come just at the end of the January transfer window, and there are 2 new signings coming in.
Okay.
One of them is defender, and I don't know whether he's still playing, but he's definitely been playing up until quite recently. And that's Kjær, Simon Kjær, I think is a Danish centre-back.
Yes.
So he is in
Yes.
for 7.6 million.
Okay.
Now, this is the big signing of the transfer window.
Okay.
And again, you have shown your scouting ability here because I think you've pipped quite a few teams to the post again with this one because Pato is coming in. to bolster the attack.
Goodness.
£59 million is costing you.
59
which back then is a lot of money.
A hell of a lot of money.
In your notes here, it says Brazilian, Italian Young Footballer of the Year. So this is him right at the very start. He's 20 in
and I was
world.
investing
You're
in
investing,
him, wasn't I?
So this must have been his breakthrough season at AC Milan, possibly, and you've swooped in there before he moved on.
Yes.
Anyway, so
interesting, isn't it?
in the defeat against Burnley, Pato and Kier make their debuts in very poor, disorganised performance.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear. So 2-1 loss. So it means that you've not really made the most of your games in hand.
No. I've drawn one and lost one so far.
The 5-0 win against Birmingham notwithstanding. But so that means that end of January, Arsenal are now top of the league. They've played 22, they've got 48 points.
Right.
Chelsea are back from them, same amount of points, but they've played a game less.
Okay.
You're back from them by 1 point, and you've played a game less than Chelsea. So actually, things are still in your hands.
Yes.
As things stand, which is good news. So let's hope that we can capitalise on this with a few good results in a row.
Yeah.
The first of which is a game against Liverpool at home.
Now, as we've said previously, traditionally I do well against Liverpool. Is that still the case?
You do like to play Liverpool, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I'll read the note first, shall I?
Okay.
Brilliant, world-class performance, orchestrated by Weber and including wonder goals from Weber and Pato, his first for the club, 5-1.
Oh, 5-1. Oh, my God.
Via
Colin.
Yeah, I know.
I'm touring with Colin Hall at the moment. And Colin is, well, he lives in Liverpool. He's a massive Red. And close your ears, Colin.
Yep, exactly. So Villa, Dylan, Riquelme, Weber and Pato, 5-1 win at home. Then another home game against Manchester City, 4-1 win there. Riquelme with 2, Torres with 2, and then an away game against Sunderland, which it says tough game in your notes here. But Torres scores your 50th Premiership goal of the year, and it's a 1-0 win, which puts you top of the table by a point with a game in hand.
Yes.
So things are looking very, very much up.
Yes.
Pato. Pato. You know what? So we had Milner. I'm going to suggest Pato for the next one because he played for Chelsea for a little bit, didn't he?
Yes,
for
he
a
did.
very short amount of time he played for Chelsea.
Okay.
Speaking of the game,
James Milner. Then.
Let's go Milner. So you said you've picked him out, haven't you? So James Milner.
Yes.
Now my question here is whether he scored more or less than Danny Murphy, because. Similarly long playing career, although I think James Milner's lasted a bit longer than Danny Murphy did. Yeah. Similar-ish players.
Yeah.
In a funny way.
Yeah.
Has James Milner
100%. Giving
always
100%.
and always
so professional
and always fit. And I can't remember Danny Murphy had many injuries, and James Milner definitely has been a model professional through his career and has played a lot.
I'm going to go 46.
Yeah, I think again I'm going to be around the same mark as you, but I'm going to go higher than you this time.
Okay.
I'm going to say 52.
Okay.
So we're actually quite close to each other now.
Yeah.
James Milner. So if I click on him here, James Milner in the Premier League has scored 55. So I claim that point then, Bob. 55 goals, 89 assists. That's good.
That
in
is good,
634 appearances.
Right.
Wow. He has played a lot of games.
So what did I say? 46.
Yeah, and I said 52. Yeah. So I pull it back to 1-1.
Yes, you do.
Again, he's never scored more than 7 goals in a season, but he's played since. He's made his first appearance in 02-03, and he's still going.
I know.
That's over 20 years. Mad. All right, so James Milner, let us know how you did in the comments on socials. If you're not following us, by the way, at A Game of No Halves. And if you want to watch the podcast, we're now putting the episodes out in full on our YouTube channel. So just search for A Game of No Halves on there, and you can watch them in full. Our editor, Richard, is a genius, and he puts loads of amazing graphics and sound design and stuff on it, so it's worth watching. Yeah. And you can also see the set where we are now, Bob, because this is your dining room.
It's down the film room.
But this is part of the North London home stadium in a funny way, isn't it?
Well, yes, it is.
So when you're playing the games, part of it happens within this room.
Within this room.
Yes.
This is kind of the right back area.
So this is where Douglas Booker will occupy a lot of his time.
Yes.
Douglas Booker being the starting right back for North London.
Yeah.
Who does start in the next game, by the way.
Okay.
Against Blackburn at home.
Yep.
Putting together a fantastic run here, Bob, because you win 3-0.
Yes.
Veer with 2. Pato with 1. He started his career very well.
Yeah.
So the only thing about the lineup recently is that I have been injured in goal.
Okay.
I play in goal, everybody. Best goalkeeper in the world in the North London Universe.
Yes.
And also apparently Freddie Haynes has been out for a little while.
Okay.
But we both return against Wigan Athletic away to a much changed side. Now listen to this, Bob.
Yes.
You are now playing a sort of traditional 4-3-3.
Okay.
So I'm in goal. Douglas Booker right back, David Bennett left back, with Kier starting alongside Freddie Haynes in centre back. The three across midfield are Yaya Toure, Mesut Ozil, and you're playing Mats Hummels in midfield again.
Right.
And then the three across the front, you've got Pato from the right-hand side,
Yes.
Villa from the left, with Toklov as the number 9. And it's a 2-0 win. And Pato's got 2 more goals. He's flying at the start of his career.
You know, I'm getting confused because he's not turning up in Europe. Why would that be then?
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's cup tied, possibly.
He's cup tied
because he was playing for Milan. He might have appeared in the Champions League.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's the only explanation. Quite frankly, otherwise he'd be in, wouldn't he?
That's interesting.
And let me just double check. We are in 09.
We're in 2010 now.
2010,
and actually, where we are in the league season, we're just entering February, so it is about Champions League knockout time, Bob. So Stuttgart. Talk us through the team.
You're in goal,
of course,
and then this regular back four that it's Booker, Hofland, Freddie Haynes, and David Bennett.
I think that's the first choice back 5.
Yes, and on this occasion, I'm playing 4-1-3-2.
Okay.
So Weber is the holding midfield player.
Yep.
Then it's Ribery, Riquelme, and Dylan.
Yep.
And up front, Toklov, who is substituted by Yaya Toure on the 61st minute, and David Villa. So obviously what I've decided to do is settle back, play for a 0-0 draw, and bring them back to the Leamington Stadium.
Is that what happened?
Yes, it is.
Right, there you go.
Yeah. And so when they do come back, it's there are some changes in the lineup. We go back to 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, that's the preferred formation, really, isn't it?
That's the one I really like. Yes. So, but the back four has changed slightly. So it's Booker, Andrade, Freddie Haynes and David Bennett.
Yeah.
And then 2 holding midfield players, Yaya Toure and Mats Hummels.
Okay.
Then Ribery, Riquelme, Dylan.
Yeah.
But Riquelme is substituted by Mesut Ozil in the 79th minute.
Yeah.
And Dylan by Drenthe in the 79th minute.
Yep.
And Villa gets injured.
Oh, no.
So Ben Granville comes on at the 39th minute.
Up Ben Granville. Ben Granville is one of my old mates who lives in the village that this house is situated in. I think he'd profess himself to not be a footballer particularly. He plays cricket and rugby a lot more.
Yes, he does. He gets a goal, though.
Gets a goal, does he?
Yes, he does.
Ben. Go on, then.
So Riquelme scores.
What sort of player is Ben?
He's a big, strong number 9.
Like a target man.
Yes.
Okay, right.
So Riquelme, 28th minute. Matt Hummels, 38th minute. Yeah. And Ben Granville, 85th minute to seal the win.
Oh, yes, Ben.
Yes.
You love it.
Yeah.
So you're through to the quarterfinals then?
Yes.
Who have you got in those quarterfinals?
Barcelona.
Oh, it's prime Barcelona era this as well, isn't it? So we'll come back to it as we get through the league season.
They've got Xavi playing for them and Messi and everybody. Oh my God. This is going to be one hell of a moment.
It is. So back into the league. Portsmouth away.
Yep.
4-1 win. The form is great.
Yep.
Says here, Ozil, outstanding. Kier scores his first goal. Ribery, Ozil, Kier and Pato again with the 4 goals. It's a shame he can't play in the Champions League because he's banging them in the league. And it means now, Bob, the table's looking very healthy at the end of February. You are 4 points clear of Chelsea and you've got 2 games in hand.
Wow.
So things are looking good for North London in the league season right now.
I hope I don't start over-rotating.
Well, let's see. It looks like a pretty first team lineup in the next game against Arsenal at home. Another big one.
Yep.
And it's a 3-2 win.
Yes.
David Villa with 2.
Wow.
Weber with the winning goal in the 63rd minute. It says here, 7th straight Premiership win takes team 7 points clear with a game in hand.
Wow.
In February. I mean, this is fantastic stuff.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Following game is a little bit of a rotated team and it's a 0-0 draw away at Fulham.
Okay.
And then the next game is at home to Aston Villa. And it's 3-1. Torres, Haynes and Riquelme. Injuries to Torres and Weber mar solid performance, though.
Right.
Torres joins Pato and Toklov on strikers' injury list. So maybe that's why he's not going to be playing in the Champions League as well. But it does mean that you've now played 29 games, you've got 72 points. Next back are United, who've played 30 games, and they're on 66. So you're still 6 points clear with a game in hand.
Okay.
Which is very good indeed. So,
yes, it is.
Seeing as Pato's doing so well, Bob.
Yeah.
Next round of the Premier League goal scorers quiz.
Okay.
Pato.
Yeah.
Is my shout. And so, he played for Chelsea briefly. So,
yes.
How many goals do you think he scored for Chelsea?
Well, I'm just wondering if we've got the overall
I mean,
scorers
he
list
would have scored a lot
London.
more for North London by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because there is an overall scorers list, which with the stats I don't think I've got in front of me right now.
Yeah.
But, okay. Oh, gosh.
Pato.
Yeah.
So, a reminder that the score is 1-1.
32.
I think you've gone a lot too high. I'll say that now.
Do you?
I think it's going to be more like 4.
Really?
Yeah.
But what about all the goals he got for North London?
Well, he was brilliant for North London, but bear in mind that he joined Chelsea much, much later. And I think it was only... Okay, do you stick him... I think you locked it in, I think. Right, Pato. Let us know your answers at home, by the way.
I'll pull it back.
Yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Let us know your answers at home. How many goals did Pato score?
1.
He scored 1 goal. He scored 1. He only made 2 appearances, apparently. I actually thought he played more than that, but he scored 1 goal, unfortunately, Bob.
It doesn't say who it's against.
No, it just says he played 2 games, scored 1 goal.
He scored a lot for North London, though.
I mean, it must be right. It's on the official Premier League website, but it says he didn't play any other games. He played 2 games for Chelsea. I find that hard to believe. I'm going to just...
How much did I pay for him?
Well, but this is... So he was at Chelsea in the season 2015-16. So this is quite a long time.
He's past his best then, isn't he? So you see, I've got him when he's 20, when he's,
But Pato, Chelsea...
young and hungry.
Yeah. He literally only played 2 games.
Wow.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Okay. So... We've got Barcelona.
2 games. That is mad.
So it's 2-1 to you.
It does make
so
sense.
I've got to win the next 2.
You do. Anyway, so Barcelona in the Champions League. Yeah. Now, so 2010. This would literally have been Barcelona. We're in their absolute prime. Guardiola's in charge. Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets.
Well, it's not good.
Oh.
They opened the scoring with Xavi.
Yeah.
On 20 minutes.
So you're writing in the Barcelona goal score for this. You're being very detailed. Okay.
Yeah. Then we equalised almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yaya Toure header from a corner.
Yeah. Do you know the chant? Do you know the chant?
Go on.
Go to that.
Is that it?
No, it goes yeah, Torre, Colo.
There's that thing, wasn't it?
That's the whole chant.
There was that thing, wasn't it? 7/8 of the planet is covered by water.
Yeah.
The rest is covered by Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
So he equalises on the 22nd minute.
Yeah.
And then we go ahead right on half-time with a goal from Ribery.
And obviously Yaya Toure is scoring against the team you signed him from.
Yes.
Right.
So we're 2-1 up at half-time. However, Lionel Messi gets a goal on the 76th minute.
Yes.
And then they win via an own goal. 86th minute.
Who scored the own goal, does it say?
No, it just says own goal.
Who would have... You can rewrite history here, Bob. Who scored the own goal?
Yeah. It would be one of the centre-backs, I should imagine.
Yeah.
So probably Freddie Haynes or Andrade.
Freddie Haynes didn't score an own goal.
And I obviously decided at probably the 73rd minute, we're 2-1 up.
So you wanted to try and
I do what I very rarely do.
Yeah.
And that's decide to hold what I've got as opposed to trying to score more.
Well, yeah, this is against your philosophy here.
Yeah, I substituted Riquelme for Hummels. Yeah.
You tried to sit back
and
they punished you.
Wow. So I would have then be playing a 4-3-2-1 and I would have locked everything tighter, but it didn't work. Because they win 3-2. That own goal gives them the...
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So I've now got to bring them back to the Leamington Stadium.
You do, yes.
And we open the scoring on 16 minutes with Riquelme.
Nice. And again, I think that's Riquelme against one of his former clubs too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
26th minute, Barcelona equalise. Yeah.
This is a mammoth tie,
Torres gets 2 goals.
Oh, wow.
50th and 74th minute, between which David Villa scores in the 66th.
Okay.
So going into the 80th minute, we're 4-1 up
on that. So that makes it
really. That's the.
So hang on, does that make it 6-4 on aggregate at this point in time?
But then Barcelona get a goal back on the 85th minute.
Oh my god!
And then so what I do then?
Are you just going all out defense?
Yeah,
you parking the bus.
Yeah, lots of substitutions.
Yeah,
get really tight in defense and hold on for a 7-6. Is that right?
Aggregate win. No, 6-5. I think
6-5 aggregate win.
Wow, what a
to take me through to Inter Milan in the semi-finals.
Well, we will come to that shortly, folks. That is pretty massive.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, fantastic. You and Barcelona must have been probably the two best teams in the world at that point in time.
We were, yes. Yeah, we were, actually. You're right.
Quite clearly. Another mammoth game back in the league, Bob.
Yeah.
Away at Spurs.
Yeah.
3-3 it finishes.
Wow.
So it says, Torres, Villa, Pato and Ribery are all injured for this game, and Toklov is not match fit. So it means that Ben Granville's got himself a start up front.
Wow.
It says
What?
This is brilliant. So 10 men come back from 3-1 down to snatch a draw with the last kick of the game. In controversial match, Haynes is sent off after 16 minutes.
What?
And it says, I don't know how you decide this. Riquelme equalises after the ref appears to blow for full time. 90 plus 3. How did you just make? What happened there? Did you just make it up? You've made up some drama.
That's incredible, isn't it? I suppose I must have been just about to let go with the right foot, and maybe somebody in the crowd would have whistled.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's unbelievable. So there you go, 3-3. So if VAR had existed then, maybe it would have been rolled out.
Yeah.
So you're lucky.
So what did the Spurs players surround the referee?
Well, they must have done. It must have been. Yeah, they must have been absolutely furious. So Granville, Dylan got the second goal in the middle of it, and then Riquelme 90 plus 3. Look,
controversial match. Haynes sent off after 16 minutes. I mean, Riquelme equalises after ref appears to play.
What on earth is going on there? So also explain how somebody would have got a red card. How would Haynes have been sent off when you're just kicking a foam football around in the house?
Well, there were times when I'd get a bit frustrated with my own lack of, I don't know, if the ball was getting away from me or something. Yeah. I bet you I tried to control it. I didn't quite bring it under control.
Yeah.
And in my effort to get it back, I probably went studs up.
Against the chair.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, to be fair, having 10 men for the best part of 80 minutes,
character
you've done pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Anyway, so you followed it up. There's still a lot of injuries, and Ben Granville starts again up front and scores again from a header, which just happens to be the 50th home Premiership goal in a 2-0 win. Hoffland scores from a corner as well. So two headers basically in this game. A struggle, it says in the notes, Bob. Riquelme quiet, no rhythm. West Ham have 4 clear chances, but the 2 goals, the 2 headers, have done it for you. And it's a 2-0 win, which means you are now just 4 points clear, but you still have that game in hand over Man United, who are in second.
Okay.
So amazing. Ben Granville's providing to be a good deputy to the strikers whilst everyone's out injured. Yeah. Do you have to, so for that sort of thing, do you have to change the way you play?
Yes.
You've got a bigger target man, just starting to pump the balls up to him a bit more.
A little bit more, yeah.
Ben Granville, by the way, in real life, has just had his first baby with his wife, Amy. Very cute.
And his dad comes over and is with me, we do odd jobs around the house
together. David Granville. He's the North London groundsman, surely.
Yes, he is. That's exactly right.
Because David Granville, Ben's dad in real life, comes around and mows the lawns and does stuff here around the garden. So
Halves in the studio, Yeah.
So official. I think we can
officially
we can put on the podcast right now. North London groundsman
David
head
Granville.
groundsman.
Yes.
David Granville.
Yes.
Yeah, taken after his son from playing in the team. I like that.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah, but Ben has just had his first child,
Yeah.
Joseph. So maybe there could be in a few years' time he could start to get scouted.
Of course, I am a Robert Brindley Joseph Harris.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
It's a good name.
So well, there we go. So now,
are we approaching the semi-final of the Champions League?
We are. Before then, let's do a Premier League goals quiz, shall we?
Okay.
So I chose Pato last time, didn't I? So it's your choice this time, Bob. Who are you going to say?
Oh gosh, why can't I sort of think of anyone at this moment? I'm going to go. Okay, so let's just go Aubameyang.
Okay, yeah, Aubameyang. Now
that's an interesting.
That
one,
is
isn't
interesting.
it?
So he's playing in France these days, isn't he? From Marseille,
and he's having a fantastic season.
Is he playing well?
Yeah.
I mean, he's always been a good player. I think the transfer to Chelsea wasn't the best for him, was it? But he still scored a few goals. So
I saw him once in his car.
Did you?
Near Oxford Circus.
He's a very flashy person, isn't he?
His car was a sort of
I bet it was like a Lamborghini.
Bright turquoise colour.
Yeah.
And it was a Lamborghini.
That doesn't surprise me, yeah.
And the top was down.
Yeah.
And yeah, and there he was.
But he did
revving the engine in the traffic.
I'm sure. I can't. I can't not believe that. So it's my turn to guess first, isn't it? Now, he would have scored a lot of goals for Arsenal. I don't think he reached 100.
Right.
So I'm going to say, I'm just going to go 70, bang on the nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then I'm going to go. Oh gosh. I'm going to go 78.
78. Yeah. Okay. But so bear in mind, if I get this, I win this one again.
I know.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the Premier League. 69. It's one off again. Every time I'm one off.
Do you know, honestly, Miles, I almost said 69.
Did you?
Just to say it, to be one less than you, and I'd have got 3 points.
You would have got 3 points. You would have won it with that. Actually, would you have done? No, it would have gone to a decider. As it stands anyway, guys, that's 4-0 to me in the overall standing, so thank you very much. 69 goals.
Look at me. Traumatised now.
Oh dear. 143 appearances, 69 goals, 16 assists. He only scored one Premier League goal for Chelsea. Just one for Chelsea. I can't believe that. I mean, he only played 15 games, but he had a run. So he scored first season for Arsenal, he got 10 in 13. The following season, he got 22. The following season, he got 22. Following season, 10. So it was that run of the first 4 years at Arsenal. He was really good. And then 21,
I'm kicking
22.
myself for not saying 69.
Well, to be fair, Bob, though, so it's 3-1, but if you get it bang on the last one, you will claim victory.
Okay.
So it's the way the Premier League goals game works, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know on socials what you went
We haven't got a 3-pointer yet, have we?
No, I must have been one off like 6 or 7 times now. But so it all rests on the last one, and it's your choice as well. We'll wait to the end of the show to do that.
No, it's your choice, because I just chose Aubameyang.
That's right. Okay, fine. Oh, well, in which case, I'll think about that carefully. But stay tuned for the end of the show, so we'll do that. So as it stands, it's 3-1 to me right now. And if I win this, I go 4-0 up all together. Anyway.
I'm deflated now.
Oh, Bob, don't worry. You'll start. To be fair, I mean,
woe is Bob.
I have had practice because I've played this game on some drunken nights out before, but I haven't had any of the players actually that we've been talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you, man.
Yeah. All right. Back into the North London universe.
Right.
And you,
so where are we now?
Yeah, maybe we are.
Are we semi-final time with the Champions League? Do you think?
I would say so. So we're 31 games into the Premier League season now. So take us through them, Bob. So what was it? Inter in the semi-finals?
Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Difficult match. This
really.
We've got.
So are you home or away first?
We're away first
at the San Siro.
At the San Siro. So it's you in goal,
of course.
Dougie Booker, Andrade.
Yeah. Haynes.
Freddie Haynes got
Bennett.
injured.
Oh, no.
Right early in the match.
Oh, dear.
Hoffland came on to replace him. 21 minutes.
Uh-oh.
And
he's been missing a lot recently because obviously he got the red card in the league, so he'll probably be suspended for the next couple of league games.
David Bennett.
Yep.
And then Yaya Toure and Jake Webber.
Nice.
2 holding players.
Nice.
I say Gaiax, am I wrong?
Gaiax. No, you're pretty right. I would say.
In terms of the Riquelme.
Yes.
Who got replaced by Bedwell on 85 minutes.
Yeah.
And Dylan Drenthe came on as sub for him, also 85 minutes. Nice. And David Villa up front.
Okay.
Riquelme scores right early on.
Nice.
7 minutes in.
Yeah.
So we're 1-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
However, Inter, equalised on 56 minutes.
Okay.
But Riquelme gets our second goal
yes.
on 64 minutes, and Weber gets what effectively is the decider. 69 minutes, 3-1.
Oh, lovely stuff.
One of the team's best ever European performances.
I mean, it sounds like Riquelme ran the show.
Riquelme's second goal, 25-yard strike after devastating 8-pass counterattack.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Wow. How about that?
8-pass counterattack. Yeah.
Counterattacking. So beautiful. So you can rest on your laurels a little bit back at the Leamington Stadium. You've got 2-goal advantage.
Yes.
Also, obviously, this was still when away goals were a thing. So you scored 3 away goals, haven't you, Bob? So they essentially they need to get. They needed to score 3 at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. But they didn't. It was a 1-0 win for us.
Nice.
David Villa on 37 minutes.
Very good.
Yeah.
So calmly through to the final. And who are you
through
playing?
To the final, and we are playing Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
No way. Did they reach the final that year then? This might have been the year that Inter won it, possibly.
Yes. Don't forget, with Champions League...
Is it slightly different?
It's slightly different from the Premier League because I do echo our results across.
Okay.
So they do affect the whole
So Bayern
outcome.
didn't necessarily reach Champions League in real life?
Not necessarily.
Okay, fine.
No.
Fine. All right, well, let's leave it there then, Bob, and we'll come back. So we'll hear how the Champions League final goes at the end of the episode.
Wow. I'm just looking at the...
Are we in for a treat here?
We are.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
We'll look forward to that. So back to the league.
Yes.
And it looks like you're having a bit of a Champions League hangover because it says a very poor start to this game against Hull City at home, who have 2 good chances before game comes together. Hummels scores sublime winner 3 minutes from full time.
Wow.
It's a 1-0 win. Mats Hummels with the goal. Then away at Wolves, and it's a 2-1 defeat. That is pretty damaging, you know.
Yes, we're catching some unexpected defeats in this campaign.
Ben Granville with the goal, though, for North London.
Okay. Right.
Who is playing a very good bit part role in the season
as
it goes on.
So what was the final score then?
2-1.
Wow.
Wolves won it with an own goal. There's been a few own goals this year.
Yes.
So this is, I don't know whether this is still true, but definitely a few years ago. Do you know who the all-time top scorer in the Premier League against Liverpool was?
Own goal.
Jamie Carragher.
Jamie Carragher. Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
he scored like 11 own goals. He was their the person who scored the most against Liverpool in the Premier League.
Oh, that's so funny.
I wonder if he can be our last goals. Because I wonder if through his career he was on a negative goal difference. Do you reckon he scored more than 11 actual goals in the Premier League or not?
I would say he probably scored 11.
Yeah? Well, this sounds
I'm going 11. I'm actually going 11.
This sounds like the final
Premier League goals. Going?
Jamie Carragher.
Yes.
Again, he played for a long time. I think I might go more than you for the first time in a while, you know? I think I might go...
If you get this right, I'm going to be sick.
I think I'm going to go 18.
Okay.
Yeah?
Go on then. Oh, God.
Jamie Carragher. This is to claim victory. But Bob, if you get it on the nose, then you've won it.
Yeah.
15. I was 3 off and you were 4. So I count that as another win for me. It's a 4-1 drubbing.
Why did we invent this game?
Yeah. Wait. Oh no! I'm looking at his assists. He scored 3. He scored 3 goals. That is
so I'm the closest.
Then. So you got the final point.
Well, at least
it's a consolation point for Bob.
Yeah.
He played 508 games and scored 3 goals. That is amazing. He got 1 in 96-97, 1 in 98-99, and 1 in 06-07, and that was it. And he got 15 assists. So, there you go, Bob. 3-2. I still claim victory, but not quite as remarkably. I'm just going to double check how many own goals he scored, because he must have a negative Premier League goals difference then.
Yeah.
Own goals for Liverpool. Let's have a look. How many own goals does Jamie Carragher have? 7. So there you go. So
he is actually
his career is -4. Excellent. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this week's Premier League goals quiz.
I didn't at all.
Well, no, 3-2 is not bad.
No, it's not bad.
To be fair.
No, but I still lost.
Yeah, well, that's true. So overall, that makes it 4 wins in a row for me. I'm 4-0 up. We'll resume this next week, Bob.
Yes.
Anyway, so after that own goal that gives Wolves victory, you then play Bolton at home.
Yes.
And it's a 2-0 win. Pato and Torres.
Good.
But it says here, Torres gets injured scoring the goal.
Yes.
However that works, I don't know. And he faces a race to be fit for the Summer World Club Championship.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So the next episode that we do, Miles, should be
the World Club Championship.
World Club Championship.
Which is going to be very exciting.
I have to say, the level of detail that I compile, because
you've got all summer to get right into it, haven't you?
I love it so much. So there are 8 groups of 4 teams.
So just explain. So these World Club Championships in the North London world.
See, I invented that as well.
But do they happen the same time as a real World Cup?
World Cup,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so what, 2010 World Cup?
Yeah. So 2010, 2006, 2002.
Yeah.
I'll go through how this works when we do the next edition. But basically, it involves all the really top club teams in the world.
Yeah.
So I scour every league and choose, select the winners of all the leagues and the strong leagues.
How far? I was going to say, how far abreast do you go?
Well, with the Premier League, I think it is 4 teams actually.
But then, do you delve into the arse end of nowhere in wherever?
Yes, completely, completely.
Yeah. Well, I remember last time you had teams from like Jamaica, and
China.
Yeah, all that sort of
Japan.
stuff. So the World Cup Championship. So that's going to be next time out. So it is the Club World Cup, of which you are the holders, right? I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
From the last time?
No, didn't we get beaten in the final? Wasn't it Kaká got us through? But
maybe.
We'll go back next edition
and
do a World Club Championship special.
Yes, World Club Championship special. That sounds good. So anyway, Torres is racing to be fit.
Okay.
34 games played in the league now, Bob, and you're on 82 points.
Okay.
Chelsea have played 35 and they're on 77. So it really is in your hands.
Just as a matter of interest, go to the scoring sequence at the end and just see what we've been doing in the cups.
Look! So you played some games in December against Atlante and Estudiantes. In the FIFA Club Cup.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. It says you lost 4-3 on penalties to Estudiantes in the Club World Cup.
So this is the absolute full version of every match that's been played.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I can't
show the camera.
Yeah. So here we go. There's like a fixtures list here, and it just says whether you win, lose, or no, it is all of the results. This is crazy. So okay, fine. So Carling Cup.
Yep.
You beat Blackpool 1-0.
Yes.
You beat Portsmouth 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
You lost to Aston Villa in the quarterfinal of the Carling Cup.
Okay.
By the looks of it.
That would have been a very shadowy.
And it said you went out in the 6th round of the FA Cup.
Okay.
So no domestic silverware.
Did I play a European Super Cup match right at the beginning of the season as well?
No, it doesn't say you did. Just the Charity Shield.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. I just love this. Oh, you lost to Arsenal in the FA Cup 4th round, 1-0.
4th round?
Oh, so 4th round. So actually in the 3rd round, you played York City and you beat them 5-0.
Okay.
So that was the cups. So out in the 6th round of the FA Cup, out in the quarterfinal of the Carling Cup for the season. But the Champions League and the Premier League are still very much on. Speaking of which, this is a possible title decider in the next game, really, because you are away against Chelsea.
Okay.
So you're 5 points clear with a game in hand. So if you win this, essentially the league's done.
Yes.
And it's a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
So not the worst shot in the world. They did equalise deep in stoppage time with a 92nd minute header from a corner kick.
Wow.
David Villa had put you in the lead.
That was actually traditionally our weakness.
Corners.
Headed corners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It says Chelsea equaliser deep in stoppage time against tiring North London keeps title race alive.
Right.
Which it does.
Yeah.
Next 2 games then, Man City away.
Yes.
And a fantastic late 2-1 victory. Villa in the 84th and Webber in the 88th minute.
Wow.
Giving you victory there. And as results stand, Bob.
Yep.
Basically, in the last, this is actually the 37th game of the league season. All you need to do is draw, and you've won the league.
Okay.
Home.
Yes.
Against Everton.
Yes.
6th minute.
Yeah.
Riquelme.
Yes.
Opens the scoring. 72nd minute.
Yes.
David Villa makes it 2-0.
Yes.
84th minute.
Yes.
Everton get one back.
Oh, for goodness sake.
87th minute. Everton equalise. But it finishes 2-2, and North London are crowned Premier League champions in 2009 to 2010. with one game left. The fireworks are going off. The final game of the season was away at Man United, and you actually lose 3-0 after having won the league. So in the end, the league table reads like this: North London 87 points. Chelsea in second with 86. Man United in third with 85.
Right.
What a performance in the league.
Yes.
It says your first title for 3 years, Bob.
Wow.
But the fourth in the last 9 seasons. And North London are crowned champions of England, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Hooray, hooray. Top scorer in the league was Riquelme.
Yes, of
with
course
16.
he was.
You had a lot of injuries up front, to be fair, in the league this year. So David Villa and Torres both got 13 each.
Yes.
Which is pretty good. And then who else? Pato got 6 after joining in January, which I think is a pretty good return. Ribery got 5. Weber got 4. Freddie Haynes and Dylan got 4.
It felt like Weber got more.
It did, yeah. Ben Granville pops up with 3.
Very good.
Very good return from him, I think. And so the league has been claimed.
Yes.
Will the Champions League follow? Bayern Munich in the final. Hang on, Bob. So let me just double check. The 2010 Champions League final. Do you remember where it was held?
No, I don't.
Madrid.
Okay.
So, at the Bernabeu, it's North London against Bayern Munich in the Champions League final.
Yes.
What happens?
So, the team.
Yeah.
It's you in goal.
Run us through. Of course I'm in goal.
Back four, Booker, Andrade. Obviously, Andrade is he's the established...
Can I try and predict the starting lineup?
Go on, then.
So, I'm in goal.
Yeah.
Booker, Andrade, Haynes and Bennett.
Yes.
Now, defensive mid, where it changes a lot. Is Yaya Toure playing?
Yes.
And Weber?
Yes.
Ribery?
Yes.
On the right?
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I think he must have been injured. He's not on the bench either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who would be on the right hand side instead then? Is Pato cup tied in this? Is he in the squad?
Yeah.
Who'd be on the right? Guiax?
Yes.
Riquelme?
Yes.
And Villa left?
No, Dylan. Yeah.
With Villa up front?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
But Kresma comes on for Guiax.
Okay.
And Ozil comes on for Riquelme.
Yes.
In the 88th minute.
So I'm thinking it's possibly because you're winning at that point.
Well,
what happens?
Weber opens the scoring on 9 minutes.
Weber's a really good goal scorer in midfield.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
David Villa, 57th minute.
Nice.
So we're now 2-0 up.
Yeah.
Now, I obviously make changes here. I'm trying to think of, I think that what I'm doing is I'm going for that clinching goal.
Yes.
Because I bring on Sam Toklov in the 83rd minute.
Yeah.
And he scores 2 minutes later.
Super sub.
So the final score, North London 3.
There it is.
Bayern Munich 0.
Wow.
Champions for the 12th time and for the 2nd year running.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
North London and the Real Madrid of the North London world.
Sam Toklov, top scored with 7 goals.
Nice.
Riquelme got 5.
Yes.
Villa 4, Weber 3, then Ribery, Toure and Torres with 2 each.
Yeah.
And Hummels and Granville with 1 each.
Yes, nice. So fantastic, a double.
Yes.
The League and Champions League double.
Yes.
It's a wonderful season. And in terms of overall top scorers then, Bob.
Yes.
Riquelme was your top scorer for the whole season with 22.
Yeah.
Villa with 18, Torres 17, Toklov 12. Those were your double scoring players. And then a whole host of other players on various goals. But
see Riquelme?
Riquelme's come in and just absolutely run the show.
Absolutely.
Amazing stuff. So there we are.
Yeah.
That's the end of 2009-2010 and a successful campaign once again, Bob, I'd say. League and Champions League, how do you feel about the season?
Well, I think it's gone... I mean, the double, you can't not the double,
can't complain with that, can you? Yeah.
So I think we've done really well.
So if you were to predict signings that might be coming in the summer, can you remember back to this time and who you might have brought in?
No, not really. But what I am thinking in my head, to be honest, is the World Club Championship.
Yes. I
think this is going to be
We're
very
excited for that.
Interesting and
so
very exciting.
With the World Club Championship, because obviously that goes on over the summer, does it normally take place and then you sign players, or would you sign players before or during?
After.
Because
you have to go with the squad you've got.
Right.
Otherwise, you could you could just cram your team with new signings to go to the World Cup.
So the World Cup Championship takes place before the transfer window
opens.
Before
the transfer window
that is interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out what happens in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed today. Please do follow us on socials at Game and No Halves. Like I mentioned earlier in the show as well, we're now putting full video episodes on YouTube. So go and subscribe to us there. Again, you can find us under A Game of No Halves. And please do suggest us some players to use in our Premier League goals quiz, because I think Bob could do with a helping hand to get himself back in the contention here.
What is it? 4-0 is the current score.
Unfortunately, yes, it is. Anyway, this has been real fun.
Yeah.
A double Bob. Any parting words for the
I wish
audience?
I'd got that 69. I really do.
You can't end the podcast by saying you wish you got 69. Or maybe you can.